back to Stories for Shabbos. This is a story that I heard from Rabbi Frand. I can never tell a story as well as Rabbi Frand, but I'll do the best that I can. Rabbi Frand said he knows a woman who is a doctor in Israel. And she works in a pediatric emergency room. That means it's an emergency room for kids. So unfortunately, it means kids who have a serious medical need or an emergency or something where they need to see a doctor urgently, they would be taken to a pediatric emergency. She said that one day, she told her friend, she was working in the pediatric ER and in walked a kala, a bride. How did she know that she was a bride, that she was a kala? Because she was wearing her wedding gown. Kind of an unusual scene. You have doctors running around and nurses and people who work in the hospital. You have parents who are coming and worried about their kids. You have kids who need to see a doctor. And then all of a sudden in walks a beautiful kala in her white wedding dress, all big and poofy. She thought, did she take a wrong turn? Is she confused? Did she think this was the wedding hall and she came to a pediatric emergency room hospital? What are you doing here? So the doctor went up to her and said, excuse me, ma'am, kala, bride, mazel tov, what brings you to the hospital, and specifically to the pediatric emergency room? And the kala told her that there's a special koach, there's a special power of tefillah that a bride and a groom, that a chassan and kala have on their wedding day. All chassanim and kalos are told this. We daven under the chuppah, you daven before you get married. People have lists of names. They want to make sure to daven for other people that they should have a shidduch, that they should be able to get married, that they should have children, that they should have a refuah shlema, that they should have a good job, that they should have a beautiful family. A chassan and kala always daven on their wedding day, but this bride said, I don't want to just daven for other people. I want to come to the hospital. I want to see the children. I want to visit them. And I want to daven for them here, in the place where they need the refuah shlema. I want to see their face, I want to hear their name, and I want to use my koach of tefillah on my wedding day, in my wedding dress, hours before I get married, to daven that all of these children should be healthy. And Rabbi Fran thought, what an amazing story. Because so often we're so focused on ourselves. And especially on the day that somebody gets married, of course, everybody understands that that person, the chassan and the kala, are very focused on themselves. They have a very specific schedule of what they have to go to and when they have to be in this place and when they're going to get their suit on and their gown on and their makeup and their hair and their this and their that to make sure everything on their wedding day goes perfectly. But this kala made sure to take out time, not just to daven, but to visit and daven in the place, in the pediatric emergency room, to daven for all these special children. Anytime that Hashem gives you a bracha in your life, even if it's not your wedding day yet, when Hashem gives you a special gift, and there's something that you are thankful for, make sure you use that gift first to help and daven for other people. That is the best way to spend a special time. Shabbos, everyone.
Good Shabbos.